Welcome back. I'm Scott Gross. A look back at this year's Super Bowl with a local tie. Alex Barrett, a member of the San Francisco 49ers, was born in Yuma. His mother and father grew up in the local area, and we share how Alex's NFL journey began.
I was born in Yuma.
Alejandro Barrett, also known as Alex, was born on March 6, 1994 at Yuma Regional Medical Center. His mother, Elena, grew up in Tacna.
My dad was a farmer, and I grew up with one sister and went to Antelope High School.
Alex's father, Audrey, grew up near Winter Haven and graduated from Yuma High School.
Right outside of Yuma, so it's kind of, that's their love story.
The couple met on the Arizona Western campus in 1992.
Well, we didn't graduate. We did 2 years, and then we got married. It was short a semester.
Alex soon followed.
Alex spent, as a baby, a good amount of time in Yuma. Audrey had his grandmother who lived right over there in Winter Haven.
Right by the canal, Trailer Park Farm, dang near. That's where my dad grew up too.
The young family bounced around.
And he worked for Fresh Express, so they did the lettuce season here and there. So we used to travel to Salinas.
Eventually settling in near Chandler, Arizona. Alex grew up playing baseball.
And he coached me throughout a lot of my baseball years until high school.
It was his dad that all of a sudden he said, we should put him in football.
But to get on a Pop Warner team at a young age, Alex had to cut weight.
And he was at the highest he could be and playing with the big boys. But he still had to lose 26 pounds. But he did it. It was rough because he liked them burritos.
Alex blossomed on the gridiron at Desert Ridge High School in Mesa, earning first-team All-State honors twice.
I have a lot of awards and trophies throughout his football career here at home.
After gaining a lot of attention to play at the collegiate level, Alex decided to stay in the Desert Southwest and sign on with San Diego State University.
We saw the campus, but then when we walked into the locker room, his jaw dropped. And then once we got done with the locker room, he whispered, he's all like, yeah, I think this is the one.
As an Aztec, Alex became the first San Diego State defensive lineman to earn first-team All-Mountain West honors multiple times. Despite the success, Alex didn't have his name called during the 2017 NFL Draft.
It's always kept a chip on my shoulder, I did some really good things with San Diego State.
He was eventually signed to the Detroit Lions practice squad as a free agent. But just as Alex's pro career was taking off, his father's health took a turn. In 2013, Audrey had his thyroid removed due to cancer and started drinking to cope.
Audrey had been in and out of the hospital, mostly because of his cirrhosis of the liver.
Audrey passed away in May 2018 after battling liver cirrhosis, a complication of alcohol abuse.
That weighs, I think, heavy on his mind because there wasn't enough time, I guess, and even in those situations, you don't know that that's it.
After 2 years with the Lions, Alex was released, giving him a small blessing in disguise to be closer to family, playing for the San Diego Fleet in the Alliance of American Football.
That was amazing for him. He was kind of back home.
The league folded, but soon Alex was back on an NFL roster.
And he sent me the picture and he said, "Happy anniversary, Mom. I'm a Raider."
Alex signed with the Raiders on April 5th, 2019.
But I think it was a gift for also what we were going through. We were grieving, greatly still grieving. It was a very tough time.
Alex would be released later that fall, but in November of 2019, Alex again found himself on an NFL roster, this time in San Francisco.
And honestly, if I wasn't undrafted, I feel like I wouldn't be in the situation I was in now.
The NFL has close to 24 Hispanic players in the league. Alex is proud to be one of them.
Yeah, I'm Mexican and black. We're African American, so yeah, my family, my Mexican side of my family's from Hermosillo.
His grandma was from Culiacan.
It's a true honor to represent the Mexican culture. We're very prideful. We work hard. My family's everything. Very small family, not too big, but yeah, I mean, they just showed love and appreciation and support for me throughout my journey, so it meant a lot to me, for sure.
And Alex is one of 4 players in the history of the NFL to be born in Yuma. The other 3 include Hall of Famer and Super Bowl champion Curly Culp. Ron Jesse also was on a Super Bowl roster in 1980 with the Los Angeles Rams, but did not play because of injuries. James Primus is the other Yuma-born player to play in the NFL. Now, all 3 attended Yuma High School, and that's where Alex's father, Audrey, also attended. Of the 4, 3 were on Super Bowl rosters, including Alex. Now, those are some pretty good odds. We'll be right back.